give us a few welcome remarks this morning. So let's give it up for Mayor Alan Weber.
You are the man.
Thank you.
Thank you for what you do. So good morning, everyone. Bienvenidos a la Vía Real de la Santa Fe de San Francisco de Asís. En Santa Fe, la cultura no solo existe en un museo o una galería o la biblioteca. In Santa Fe, culture doesn't just exist in a museum or a gallery or a library. Culture and traditions are what we are, and they are rooted in our way of life. I want to thank all of the artists and their families who worked so hard for this weekend. Thank you to the Spanish Colonial Arts Society, to the artists whose work makes the market possible, to the many volunteers, and to all who got masked up, got their vaccine, and did their part to ensure we're able to gather safely again this year after last year when we had to miss this exceptional event. You know, Santa Fe was named last week as one of the greatest cities in the world by Time magazine. One of the greatest cities in the world. We all knew that, but they made it official for the rest of the world. But what they focused on was our rich art and our culture. And that's what makes us who we are. Our diversity defines Santa Fe. And there is no greater medium through which to express that diversity and to unite our many cultures than art. Our strength and our unity lies in our blending of cultures, in our diversity and in our people, and in the many contributions of Spanish artists and artisans. This is more than just about our strength. Santa Fe, in large part, is defined by our incredible markets, and the return of Spanish market is a beacon of hope and a sign that Santa Fe has weathered a difficult time and become even stronger because of it. We learned through COVID what was important again: our family, our friends, our neighbors, our traditions, our culture. And we found out that we all need each other. I love our city and our diversity, and I love Spanish Market. Welcome back, enjoy yourselves, please buy some art, have a great time. Welcome back, Spanish Market.
Thank you, Mayor. And now, we're going to have a couple of words, also a word from a couple of people that are very, very important to this market. As you know, to put a market like this, we need a lot of experience, we need a lot of passion, and above all, we need those people that can fill these roles. This time, I want to introduce to you the director of the Spanish Colonial Art Society, Miss Jennifer Berkley. Miss Jennifer Berkley is the new director of the Spanish Art Colonial Society, and she is been doing a lot of work to make sure that this happened this year. Let's welcome Jennifer.
Well, thank you all. I'm starting with my mask because I'm advertising to you all and encourage you all to wear your mask if you're comfortable wearing it, especially around the youth market. So now I'll take it off so I can talk. So I want to begin by first of all thanking the artists and their families and their mentors who are here today. That is what really makes this all possible. You know, we talk about the Spanish Colonial Art Society as being stewards of this tradition, but really it's the artists and the mentors. We have 82 adult artists here today, 23 youth artists. I cannot thank them enough for coming out today and taking this chance for this wonderful, beautiful day for a market, the first market on the plaza this year, the first market after we slowly coming out of this pandemic. So thank all of them. Thank you all. I also have to, of course, thank our sponsors. I mean, without our sponsors, you know, that's been such a huge part of us being here. The City of Santa Fe, the County of Santa Fe, the Santa Fe New Mexican, we've got Del Norte, we've got Century Bank, we've got T-Mobile, they've got a booth over here. Stop by to have some giveaways. They have a raffle. We've got AARP, they've got a raffle. We've got these tickets that you can pick up at our information booth to enter to win $500. The drawing's on Monday. I strongly encourage you to do that. I strongly encourage you to stop by our information booth to purchase. We've got t-shirts, posters, we've got tote bags, and also we've got two people who I consider really the ones who drove this thing and put it all together is Yvonne and Vanessa, two important staff people of Spanish Colonial. Please give them a hand and thank them, meet them at the information booth. Who else am I missing on the sponsors? Well, no, the sponsors. Well, anyone I've missed, please check this sign for thank them all so much. And of course, thank the board of directors of Spanish Colonial. They are really behind us. They are truly supportive of this organization and these artists and this tradition. So make sure to thank them as well. I guess with that, thank also the visitors. Go, please, take your time. I mean, it's a beautiful day. Take your time to try to meet all of the artists, get to know them, get to know their craft, the tradition, and kind of how they came to it and what they have to offer and how they'll move the tradition on forward for the next generation. So thank you all for being here.
Muchísimas gracias. As you know, we always have also those people who care so much about the artist. Without the artist, this market would be as traditional as it has been for 69 years. And every time we have people that represent the artist, that really care, that really promote and represent our artist, it's so special, and it's a lot easier for everybody. All the way from the youth artist to the master artists, because we have different kinds of levels of artistry, but they're all great artists. He is a native of Santa Fe. He's been presenting, or he's been part of the Spanish market for the last 10-15 years. And not only that, but he is also the co-chair artist of the Alliance Committee. That's the artist, the committee that represents the Spanish colonial artist. He's also part of the board, the Spanish Colonial Art Society board, and proud parent and grandparent. I mean, I could mention many things about him, but he is well loved by all the artists he represents. Ladies and gentlemen, let's welcome Mr. Joe Lovato.
Well, thank you, Chuy, and good morning to everyone. I always have to have my notes because I will forget something, and I do not want to do that. We are back. We are back, and a heartfelt welcome to our esteemed artists and youth artists, definitely. So good to see all of us coming together to be a community again after this tough year that we've had. I just want to make sure you're going to hear thank you, and we have to, because without everybody being together and helping us, we don't have a Spanish market. We don't have the market that really is about tradition. It's about the art that has been here for since colonial times, actually. But thank you again for coming out and supporting our artists, supporting us as an organization. As Chuy mentioned, I am an artist working in straw applique. I've been here, my first market was in 2011. I was like a little kid. I felt so amazed and small because of all of the beautiful work that my colleagues and fellow artists do. It's just amazing to see. I always felt humbled because is my work good enough? Am I okay to sell? But here I am in a different light, because now this year because of the pandemic, some of the artists really took off with their work. My creative just got kind of pushed to the side, and so next year I definitely will be back. But I'm also a member representing the artists. I'm the artist representative on the board. And what the board is doing for us at Spanish Market with our culture, they support and fund Spanish markets, the museum, library, the collections, and our educational programs. That is vital to keeping our traditions going. I'm going to tell, the mayor actually gave me some bullets that he said, hey, talk about these. I said, oh, sure. So let's see here. We are almost celebrating 100 years with Spanish Market. It is just, that is incredible. And we have to keep it going. We have to teach the young. We have to actually educate the artists ourselves in all of the works that we do, because it's all due to inspiration from the past and now into the future. Again, the founders for the market were Mary Austin, Frank Applegate, and they started the Spanish Colonial Art Society many years ago. And again, we've just evolved, and that's what art does. What I'd like also to remind everybody, I don't want to take up, you can give me the mic and you might not get me off of here, so I'm very cautious about that. But tomorrow, please remember that we have a Mass at the St. Francis Cathedral. That starts at 9 o'clock. One of our artists is going to be carrying a banner, and that banner represents our fallen artists. We've lost artists this past year, and I would like to name them. We have, so Nicholas Madrid is the one who will be carrying the banner, and his dad is unfortunately the ones we lost. We have artists lost in the year 2020 and into 2021. We have Adan Cariaga, Jean Gorale, Jimmy Madrid, and Art Sanchez. So keep that in mind, that, you know, it's unfortunately, you know, it's times that, and it's not due to COVID, but it's life, the change of life on it. Like Chuy said, I am on the Artist Alliance Committee, and I hope that my fellow artists, if they're not too busy selling art, they can hear me. Please join us. We have openings on the Alliance Committee. I co-chair with Patrick Leba, and my term is coming to an end after market, but we are always looking for artists to represent themselves onto our committee. The other thing I'd like to say is thank you to Jennifer. Jennifer Berkley, our executive director at SCAS, and Yvonne Gillespie. She was wonderful in getting everything put together for Spanish Market at such a late notice. You know, May was when we finally decided that, hey, let's do Spanish Market. I also want to thank our sponsors again, our musicians, and a special thank you to Chuy Martinez and to Vicky Otero for spearheading and organizing the entertainment for us this weekend. Again, thank you again for being here. Thank you to all of the artists for keeping our traditions alive and enhancing our lives with their art. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Joe. And we also want to thank all the people involved in this market. So, you know, to put a market like this, you need so many volunteers. I mean, dozens and dozens of volunteers, and we want to thank all the volunteers that are here today setting up. And one thing I wanted to also mention is the entertainment committee co-chairs Diana Lujan and Vicky and Vicky Otero, who was here somewhere. Oh, there she is. She's pretty shy over there, hiding. But they're the entertainment committee, and they make sure that everything is set up, you know, contacting the sound. By the way, we want to thank the Sound Santa Fe. They're here again. Thank you so much. They're like the third or the additional member of every group. As you know, if you don't have good sound, we won't sound that good. So, again, welcome, and I hope that all of you can join us, and if not can join us all day long, please call your friends, call your family, and let them know that we are happening live. And those of you that haven't gotten vaccinated, please do so, because we're getting there. We want to get to at least 90%. So we're getting there. Thank you so much. We also want to thank of course, the Santa Fe New Mexican. It's always here, and they always give us some great publicity. Muchísimas gracias. And we're going to take a couple of minutes, get ready, because we have one of the finest mariachi groups here in Santa Fe. Euphoria is coming up. So we're going to take a couple of minutes getting them all set up, and we'll be right back. But I don't see Yvonne. Yvonne's supposed to. Yvonne Gillespie, all right, she is our market director. We want to thank her, and I know she's been working very hard, so that's why she wasn't up here. She's got to make sure that everybody's got what they need. And Vanessa Martinez, that's right, she's Yvonne's assistant also. So muchísimas gracias. We appreciate all of you, and we'll be right back. Volvemos en un momento. Vamos a darles la bienvenida al mariachi en unos cuantos minutos. Please let your friends know that we are here live at the plaza. Okay, muchas gracias. By the way, my name is Chuy Martinez. I never introduced myself because I think that everybody knows me, or that I know everybody. So, muchas gracias. We'll be right back.